Excuse me. What's going on, everybody? We'll give things a minute or two. And some folks make it in that maybe didn't get the memo, or vice versa, etc., yada yada. All those things. All right. Let's get the old tablet fired up. So I've reached this weird point in the year where in our house, like today it's 80 degrees. It was 80 degrees outside. It's not now, but it was. So, I had the windows closed. Today was the first day we really turned the air conditioning on, per se. I mean, I've kicked it on a couple times earlier in the spring, but that was really mostly just to test it, to make sure it was going to function and we didn't have any problems, Today's the first day it actually worked, basically. But so now our house is in that weird phase where the air conditioning's running to cool the upstairs, and downstairs, because I'm in the basement, it's freaking cold down here right now. Because, basements are naturally cold, and we're still not warm enough outside for the basement to be like, oh, this feels good. So, what's up, Brian Kessler and Brian Doobie? We got all the Brians in the house. 2 Brians don't make a right. Actually, they might. I don't know. What color stands do you guys think we should use tonight? Any recommendations? I've got black, silver, red, green, yellow, purple, and blue. And then I got the fancy orange and blue one. Let me bring my little guy out here. Our little mascot. Brings all the luck. Nobody wants to pick card stain colors. They're not cursed, guys, I don't think. Here's our owner's list for tonight. And I realize some people will probably be re-watching this tomorrow because it's a little bit later for some folks. But anyways, every spot is accounted for. The only one I'm missing is James Ward for the Ryan Blaney spot. Otherwise, I think I've got everybody square on these. The way I split up the list for the filler, you can see I just put numbers 1, 2, and 3 beside the spots so that I knew which spots went where in the filler. So that's just a reference point for me more than anything. So, pretty straightforward stuff there. So I'll hang that up. And then I'll bring in the old tablet. Here's our lineup for the duck race. Appreciate everybody that helped with that. I might still be missing a payment or two on ducks, but I'll have to go back and double check. I could have just done the math wrong too. I think I'm still missing Jake Levine's $4, and I showed Brian as missing one, but Brian paid, so maybe I just did the math wrong. So I'll double check that. That's probably the case. My math's probably not mathing. But I do think Jake, he paid for his driver spots and then hasn't paid for his duck yet. So otherwise, should be good on that one as well. 1 through 35. All right, let's set this thing up and get rocking and rolling. I'm going to shuffle it one time. Maybe. Should be a good duck race with 35 of them. Good luck, everybody. Quack, quack. What the heck did I do with my other pen? Huh. That's weird. I must have put it somewhere. Oh well, it'll turn up. Eventually, somewhere. It'll turn up someday. Definitely not pen poor. Duck 13. And then I think maybe 11 or 4, it looked like. Yeah, 13 was first place. That is Brian Jacobs. Duck 4 was second place. That's Brandon Harner. And third place is Duck 11, Trevor Bowers. So that's how that looks now. Brian Jacobs, Brandon Harner, and Trevor Bowers. So Brian will get all the single drivers. That's Jimmy Johnson, Allgaier, Childress, Hendrick, Sammy Smith. And then Brandon Harner gets that first half of the driver pairs that were on the list. And Trevor Bowers will get the second half. Congrats to you guys. And I appreciate everybody that filled that. I know that was a little bit bigger duck race than I would have preferred, but we were a little bit, we were a little bit on the struggle bus. So I think what I'll probably do, and you guys some of you probably saw the schedule, but I think what we'll do is we'll get through this weekend. I've got a 2-box National Treasures break planned for Friday, and then we'll do a case break on Sunday for Talladega, kind of a fun Talladega break to do a full case. And then I think next week we'll do like a Victory Lane break. Maybe we'll do a Victory Lane on one day and then National Treasures on a day. And we'll start after we get past the case break on Sunday. Then starting next week, we'll start to integrate some other stuff back into our schedule a little bit. To where it's not just, every break isn't National Treasures. Because I realize it is kind of an expensive break when you do it over and over and over. And I know there's some people that were leaving out of breaks because they just can't swing it. And I don't like that. So, not that we're going to stop doing National Treasures either. I'm just trying to say we'll start to mix it up a little bit, is all I'm trying to say. So, and that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from people in general is what I'm picking up from everybody is, hey, it's okay, we like it, we don't love it, so, let's break some of it, but let's not make it like all we do all the time from now till Donruss type of deal. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. And so that's kind of what my thought process and plan is going to be is, if we do, like, say I do 4 breaks in a week, then, 2 of them might be National Treasures, but the other 2 are going to be other stuff. That kind of vibe. So, That's where my head's at. And if you guys think I'm on the wrong track, please let me know. Because I want to make sure I'm doing what you all want, not what I think we should do. All right, good luck to everybody. Starting out, Bubba Wallace goes to Melvin. And Bubba Wallace goes to Melvin. Is there an echo in the room? And then we got Nick Sanchez. Nick Sanchez for Paul Wolf. All right. Let's get into it. First box. I don't like these new little stickers they're using because they come apart and they stick to my knife. I got to find something to complain about. It's What's Your Beef Wednesday. That's my beef for the day. Empty box. All right. 19 out of 49 rides. Jeff Gordon. Goes to Robert Rich. I saw those first two comments from Brian, and then I haven't seen a single comment since, which is hard for me to believe. I almost thought our power was getting ready to go out. That was weird. It was like everything flashed for a second. Oh, there's some comments popping up. Riley said purple. Well, we did get purple, so I was like reading your mind, Riley. All right. 4 out of 5. Green. Legends. Darryl Waltrip. Now I'm starting to see. It's like all of a sudden. That happened to me last night when I was doing a break for my LCS too. Like all of a sudden, then they just started rolling in. Weird. Darryl Waltrip going to Troy. Troy Meckus. Oh. Hit my funny bone. It's not very funny. Yeah, Trevor mentioned a mixer a little bit ago. I see his, and yeah, that'll be something we'll do too. We'll do some. It won't just be straight NT or straight this or we'll do some mixers too because mixers are fun for me anyway. I find them fun. DW on the super short print. 71 of 75, race used fire suit. Justin Bonsignor goes to Paul. Interesting claim from Paul there. Not used to him taking that spot. Silhouettes, Matty D, 67 of 99. That goes through the filler, and we'll end up with Trevor Bowers. Matty D goes to Trevor Bowers. Brian says this NT's a little shady. I've not heard that phrased quite like that, but it's a funny way of putting it. I like it. it's not, the thing is it's not a bad product. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we've gotten bad cards. It's just, I think everybody's kind of stuck on the fact that we've got stuff from previous years and so forth. Boy, that's a sharp Kurt Busch. Track Gear? I don't think we've seen one of these yet. 42/75. That's sharp, though. I mean, a lot of people like anything with the Jumpman logo on it. People seem to be drawn to. Kurt belongs to Kyle Clayton. Then we got a team duels. Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson, 63/99. Both fire suit. Chase Elliott is Paul, and Kyle Larson is CW. So we're going to have a random at the end for at least one. For sure. This will be the second one of these we've pulled. 29/49. Track Pass, Clint Boyer. Going to Mike Ciano. That blue ink. We have definitely gotten to the point where Boyer is showing up at all times. He's showing up like it's his job. Colossal, 12/49, Eric Almirola. We've compared Almirola to Boyer, and then, of course, they come in the box together. That's funny. Goes to Will Black. We got Clutch Factor, Jamie McMurray, 44/49. J-Mac belongs to John Boyles. I think when we do our case break, on Sunday, I'm thinking I might incorporate a Bad Monkey box. I know it's an expensive break, but I was just thinking, I could put a few extra hits in there from like last year's NT. It's not like we're not going to see some in the case anyway, and kind of fluff it up a little bit more. So I might do that. We'll see what I got. I got to dig a little bit, see what I got available. Nice one in the back. 7/10. Hollow Gold Rising Stars, Tony B. That is sharp. That's my kind of card because it's kind of on the plain side, if you will, and I love the clean. I say that all the time, I know. Really nice, Tony B. Congrats, Tim. Nice. Yeah, that's sharp. Nice hit. All right. Box 2. Don't forget, tomorrow night, I think I started talking about this and might have got sidetracked, but tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, I will post our draft night mixer for football. NFL draft is tomorrow night. It comes on at 8 p.m. or starts at 8 p.m. I'll post the mixer at 7. And then the plan will be to do the break after the draft goes off the air tomorrow night. It'll be a little bit of a later break like this. It'll probably be in this time frame, 10:45 range, I'm guessing. Just depends on how quickly they get through the first round, basically. But tomorrow night's NFL draft mixer will be 2 optic mega boxes and 2 optic mega and 2 optic blasters from 2024 optic. It's like a super hot product right now. Like everybody and their brothers running to the retail stores and buying them up and trying to resell them and doing that whole like they did years ago. But White Sparkle Natalie Decker. Now Natalie, I think, is an unlisted driver. She's one of them that I don't have on there. So she'll go to spot 2 for the filler, Brandon Harner. It's weird with the comments. Hopefully it gets corrected before we do the mail sale next Friday, because it's like I'll go a minute or two and see no comment, and then all of a sudden I'll see like 4 or 5 all at once. And I'm sure that it's not everybody commenting all at one time. I'm sure it's stuff that's trickling in, and for whatever reason, it's just pushing it through to me slowly. I might have to update my phone, maybe. Maybe I'll try that. William Byron going to Mark. Because like I said, I had the same problem last night, and it might be my end, not Facebook. I shouldn't blame them. I'm always quick to blame Facebook. They're the scapegoat. Matty D, White Sparkle, goes to the filler again. Trevor Bowers with that 3rd and final group in the filler. If you guys recall, we did get a booklet in our last break, which was the first half of this case. This is the second half of a case. 2 out of 13 rides, Stars and Stripes, Bubba Wallace. Going to Melvin. That's sharp. Doesn't get much more American than the Stars and Stripes and McDonald's. I'm sorry. I love McDonald's. Who doesn't love McDonald's French fries? When they're done right. When they're not done right, But man, when they're good, they're good. I'm going to turn these so they're facing the right way. Looks like we got a die cut back there, too. 33 out of 35. Ken Schrader. Hendrick 40th anniversary base. That is the first Ken Schrader that we've pulled for sure. Going to Trevor Bowers. That's cool. I like that a lot. Schrader's one of those guys that would race anything with 4 wheels, basically. Heck, he'd probably race something with 2 or 3 wheels if you gave it to him. And then we got another Track Gear, 55 of 99, Cole Custer. I'm honestly not sure if that's tire or if that's sheet metal. I think it's tire. But it could be sheet metal with like some significant rub to it. I don't know. The weight of the card tells me it's probably tire. But that's a tough one to tell, honestly. Cole Custer is going to go to JR. Then we got Chicken Alfredo, 60 of 75, race-used fire suit. Going to Jake. This one, Jake. Treasured Swatches. I'd love to hear the story about this card from Panini. I know I've pointed this out before, but man, it sure looks like that's where a signature was supposed to be. To me. I mean, I realize, I guess there's the same box at the top, but that sure looks like where a signature should be, and it says autograph on the back. They all do. Sure looks like that's what it was intended to become, and then it just didn't pan out, I guess. But anyway, Joey Logano going to Brian Doobie. And we got 8 out of 10 silhouettes. Christian Eckes, hollow gold. That'll go to Melvin Stammons. 3-color tire in there. That looks like a brand new Goodyear. Let me get a mag for that one. We'll get back to racing this weekend. Taking a week off before Talladega is like perfect for me because normally I don't get too fired up about Talladega, but I'm excited just to have racing back. So it's like it works out perfect for my psyche. Very nice Eckes. We'll swap him out for DW for a bit. I think that'll look really nice on that yellow stand, yeah. Oh, it was happening to Jordan too? Okay. 51 of 99. Race used fire suit Ty Dillon. Goes to Michael Clay. And then we're going to go souvenir signatures from Prime. 12 of 25. Brandon Jones. Nice patch auto. I mean, this is the thing, is I know it's from Prime, and I know that's lame. But at least it's a nasty card, you know? Like, I guess that's where I land with it. So it is what it is. It's what we got. So as long as the cards are good that we're getting, then I guess I'm down with it. But that's sharp. Going to Storm Ghost. Scott Dixon must have took the night off tonight. Opened the door. Another nice one. Ooh, die cut. 6 out of 15. Prime numbers, die cut, hollow gold. Denny Hamlin. That's a beaut. Going to Riley. Another one out of Prime, but another what do they say? Banger out of Prime. I wonder whoever started that term for cards. Why do they call them bangers? Is it because some breakers take the card and bang it on the table when they try to get it in the top loader? I don't know. Really nice Denny. That's sharp. And last but certainly not least, 21 out of 50 clutch performances. Kyle Busch goes to Thomas Jones Jr. And this is a 2023 NT. Last year. But again, another nice one. I sound like a broken record probably. So, appreciate everybody that jumped in this one. And again, don't forget, tomorrow night, we will do the NFL draft break, football break at 7 p.m. It'll be Pick Your Teams, 24 Optic. We'll be back on Friday with a 2-box NT break out of a new case. And then on Sunday, we'll do a full case break. And I might try to throw a little something extra in on that full case on Sunday just to help, fluff it up a little bit. just to spice it up. So here's a quick recap, and then we'll do our random at the end. We got Maddie D, White Sparkle, Willie B, Natalie D, Nick S. We're just going to do this whole thing. Bubba W. It doesn't roll off the tongue well. Bubba W. It doesn't work for everybody. Ken Schrader out of 35. I really like that one a lot. That's cool. The Stars and Stripes to 13 for Bubba. Jeff Gordon to 49. Relics, we had Ty Dillon, Joey Logano, Anthony Alfredo, Cole Custer, Kyle Busch, Matty D, and Justin Bonsignor. We did have a duel, Chase and Kyle Larson, which we're going to take care of in a minute. Autographs, Kyle Busch. Clutch Performances, Denny Hamlin out of Prime, die cut number, Hollow Gold. Souvenir Signatures, Hollow Gold, Brandon Jones. Jamie McMurray, Clutch Factor. Colossal, Eric Almirola. And Track Pass, Clint Boyer with the blue ink. Somebody didn't give Clint the memo that he was supposed to use the gold Sharpie. Somebody got in trouble somewhere for that. 4 out of 5, green DW, Legends base. We had 8 out of 10, Christian Eckes, Hollow Gold Silhouettes. I like the silhouettes this year. Those are a nice looking card. Sometimes in previous years they sort of And then we got the 7 of 10, Rising Stars, Hollow Gold, Tony B. So, I mean, nice stuff. Absolutely. I mean, for me, I wouldn't complain if I opened either one of those. Again, I get the thing, I get the deal, but all right, I got to go over to random, and so we're looking at Paul Ricciardi and CW. We got to confirm, and I bet it's going to confirm that we're human again. It always does that. It always does the verifying you are really a human. Maybe not. Maybe it's just going to confirm. It's just going to confirm us to death. The connection was interrupted. Let's try again. That's from our last one. There we are. Verifying you're human. Yeah, buddy. Yippee. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I love the NFL draft. It's one of my favorite things to watch. I just enjoy the entire process of it. I just find it fascinating. I would love nothing more if I could like have you get to pick one cool thing to do. I would love nothing more than to sit in the draft room for the weekend of a team. That'd be so cool. So Chase Elliott and I shouldn't have hit that. Kyle Larson. Kyle was at Indy today testing. All right, so we're going to go 5 times, and then whoever's at the top gets the dual relic. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's going to go to the Chase Elliott spot and Paul. We go to the Chase Elliott spot and Paul for the team duels. But yeah, looking forward to this weekend. I love the draft. Love everything about the draft. And then, of course, we got Talladega this weekend, which is exciting in its own right. like I said, this week off of no racing did me good for getting excited for Talladega, because I usually do not. But here I am. I'm on board. I'm ready to go. So that's all we got for tonight. Hope everybody has a great rest of your evening, what's left of it. We got about an hour or so on the East Coast. You West Coasters, party it like it's 1999. That's all I got for tonight. We will see you all next time.